So I'm going to start with saying sorry that I haven't posted in a month. I actually fell while aggressive skating and I hurt my wrist pretty bad. This is actually an old video I had lying around from the beginning of this year, but it was back when I was full-time inline skater, I like to say. Alright, so we're here at the first stop of my day. So I teach inline skating at this school. So this program is made possible by Go Sports USA, and they provide alternate gym classes throughout the New York City public school system. I was teaching 6 days a week at different schools, at a total of 3 different schools. It was great working at this program. I really enjoyed it. The amazing thing is that because of programs like this, we get to introduce hundreds of kids into inline skating, which is definitely something that inline skating needs. So that's it for the first job, teaching, and now I'm on to my Courier job, and let's go. So I actually did 3 of those classes, and then after that I would go off to my second job, which is being a courier for a company called Capsule. But I started doing courier work on inline skates, and it was funny because, one wouldn't think that, there would be inline skating couriers, but there's actually a few of them, including who you just saw. You see Chino Sin there. Eddie Chung actually got me this job. I took the train to my first spot, which was in Roosevelt Island. In a day, I had 3 routes like this, which ranged from 9 to 12 deliveries. Originally, I used to skate and do the whole thing on skates. I like working out, so I was losing way too much weight, more than I wanted to. So ultimately, I decided to just commute on the train to the area. So let's say the delivery starts in Brooklyn. I would take the train to Brooklyn, and then I would skate the rest of the route.
My least favorite part, skating with a selfie stick.
Doing this courier working on skates was pretty interesting. So when people would see me come with deliveries and see that I was inline skates, they would be amazed. It was always a funny reaction, and then it was even better when I told them how far I came from. They would never believe that I skated from another borough to make a delivery. But it was good because, in general, I was doing some pretty good exposure for inline skating, because when it wasn't, when I wasn't teaching kids, I was out there making deliveries. So yeah, being an inline skating courier, put me in a different place. Usually I would skate when I was comfortable, so I would never skate in like the rain or in the snow, or if the weather wasn't really favorable. But being that it was a job, I had to make deliveries. Previous to this job, I really avoided skating in the rain. Skating in the rain, like for real, really, because you have to you got to do your job. It's crazy because skating in the rain is a completely different technique. The way you skate changes. It's not like your usual skating. You really have to be on top of your edging and your speed and speed management, because you can't really stop as fast. This job actually kind of got me I made a post about it. It got me tired of urban skating, because I used to enjoy urban skating, and then it kind of became my job, and then I was always doing it. I spent hundreds of hours making deliveries, skating through the city. And I always played it safe. I'm very tactical when I skate. The way I approach it is that, it's kind of me versus everyone, and I'm always watching my back. I have never been doored. Based on recent events, maybe if I did get doored, this channel would be much more popular, but fortunately, I'm yet to run into any doors.
The elevator doesn't work, and I have to go to the 5th floor.
I had to go up a lot of stairs, a lot of flights on skates. I found that taking my skates off and putting them back on was kind of tedious. It wasted too much time, so I would literally go up, like 5 flights of steps for a delivery, and then have to walk back down. And I actually got pretty good at it. Going upstairs is a lot easier than going down them.
nothing like going up and down 5 flights. I don't know if you can hear me because of the wind, but I often have to go up and down steps when I'm in the outer boroughs like Queens or Brooklyn because they don't really have elevators. That's not the case like in Manhattan, you know. I usually do go upstairs if there's probably a front desk. If there isn't, there's an elevator.
So filming this was actually pretty tedious because, you know, courier jobs are about speed and efficiency, and getting the most deliveries done in a short amount of time. I had to stage these shots where I was making delivery. I had to put the camera down. And if you guys probably already know this if you watch this channel, I actually hate skating with a selfie stick in my hand. So having to do the whole selfie stick and staging shots during work was pretty annoying because ultimately I was working and that had to come first. So at this moment now, in present day, I actually quit the courier job. I got sick and tired of it. I got tired of having to skate in the rain, and nowadays I look back at it and I'm amazed that I was like skating out there in thunderstorms. You know, I can't see myself doing it now. It also allowed me to get into aggressive skating because, you know, being a courier kind of ruined urban skating, and then it got me really into aggressive skating, which I made a lot of progress in. So it was pretty crazy because in the morning I would teach inline skating at schools, 3 different classes, and right after I'd go make deliveries on inline skates, 3 routes. And sometimes I'd actually finish early and even go to Wednesday night skate after that. So it was pretty crazy. Wednesdays would be like this really long skate day. I'm honestly amazed I was able to do it.
So my route is over. I did all my drops. It was 9 in total. I started in Hunters Point, then I went to Long Island City, then I went to Sunnyside, then I went to Ditmars, and now I'm in my hometown of Astoria.
And I guess that's the day in the life of an inline skater, or whatever I'm naming this video. Thanks for watching, and see you next time.